It's an experience that no family wants to go through, the stillbirth of a child.
But a Siouxland family who experienced their own loss has made a special donation to UnityPoint Health that will ensure families of stillborn children can have more time together. KTV's Taylor Deckert shares their story.
We went in for a 28-week appointment for a gestational diabetes appointment, and they could not find a heartbeat.
Kendra and Noah Jurovitz had their second child, Quinlan, in May 2024, 7 hours after they found out she would be a stillborn.
I had to have my husband hold her for a really long time just because I couldn't mentally process it. After that had happened, me and my husband passed her back and forth. During that time, her appearance would change every time we would pass her back and forth.
The carrying cradle is a hospital-grade device that contains a cooling unit that keeps the infant's body at a certain temperature to slow down the changes that naturally occur. In Quinlan's honor, the Jurovitz family donated a cradle to UnityPoint Health St. Luke's. That's so other families will have more time together.
We understand your pain and we want you to feel like you're not alone.
This allows families time to keep their baby in the hospital room with them as long as possible. More time to say hello before a family has to say goodbye.
The beautiful part about this device is that it can give families up to 48 hours with their child, which is priceless and something that I know families are really going to appreciate.
There are approximately 26,000 babies lost to stillbirths each year, according to the CDC. That leaves 26,000 grieving families, all wishing they had more time. In the months leading up to Quinlan's due date, people were donating funds to cover the cost of the cradle.
At the end of her funeral, we had over $5,000 raised, and that was way more than we ever expected.
Kendra is now expecting a baby boy due in April of this year, but Quinlan will always be a part of the family.
Quinn will always be my second baby. She'll always be my second baby.
In Sioux City, Taylor Deckert, KTIV News 4.
UnityPoint Health also provides a few mementos for families, angel print kits for impressions of fingers and footprints, and a Molly Bear, which is a stuffed weighted teddy bear for families coping with any form of infant loss.